Rockwell, who is supporting me to fulfill that demand. So I am in between and they put me in the right place. How the packaging machine can support for the modern retail and e-commerce. The modern retail, yet in morning session I have seen in first session that almost 40 grocers have come up in e-commerce, and grocery is already modern retail. Likewise, all packaged foods are now in modern retail and are slowly coming in e-commerce. As like the best example is the Patanjali whole product range they have bring up in e-commerce. Now, how packaging machines and automation will help to support the fastest delivery, to get the right quality till the end of the customer, and how to track, trace the product. All these aspects are related to the packaging machines. The major aspect is the fast delivery of the product to the consumer. Another aspect is the safe packaging. What we get it in a shelf or what we get it in a retail store, the same quality, same intact sealing and safe packet should deliver to the customer after a long transportation. Another thing, when it comes to the e-commerce, there is nothing a product in hand, it's just on the screen, and there all the assurity about the weight what has been given, the quantity what has been assured, it should deliver to the customer exactly. Again, because of the long transportation, the product freshness or its aroma, its taste should not be deteriorated. This is another aspect, because when it comes to the snacks, it's not it's all about the taste. When it comes to the spices, it's all about the aroma. If we lose the taste, if we lose the aroma, there is a zero value of that product in customer's mind. After this long transportation, that pouch finish and aesthetic of the packet should not be lost. The packet should be in such a way that till it reaches to the customer's hand, the aesthetics of the packet should remain same. When it comes to the family pack or a big pack, and where it has to be consumed in multiple times, there should be a facility of reclosable system. That packet should be reclosable either by using a ziplock or either using a tin tie or any other method where consumer can consume the product and later on it can be stored safely without deteriorating the product due to moisture or atmospheric conditions. And the most important for the manufacturer's view is the display value. The packets coming out from the machine should be in such a way, its finish aesthetic look should be in such a way that it gives the maximum display value. When the consumer sees the packet, it should have an attractive finish along with its design. Packaging plays a vital role in food, pharma and all industries. And when it comes to the modern retail and e-commerce, it plays more and more important role, because when it comes to the modern retail, it's all about the view. How the packet looks, how it's finished, how it's sealing, how its intactness is there, whether if it is a snacks, whether the gas is leaked, the inner gas is leaked or not. It's all depend, and it plays a very important role when it comes to the modern retail and e-commerce. In e-commerce, only on screen, whatever is the description given about the quality, about the content, about the quantity, about the freshness, unless and until the good packaging is there, These all things are not possible. Also, packaging provides an important medium where manufacturers can provide information on products, features, its nutritional content. Now, one machine is packing various type of products. When it comes to this stage, there should be a suitable printing system which can print the barcode, which can print the necessary information on the packet, and it should be very easily changeable. That information setup should be easily changeable so that when there is a product changeover, it should be happened within a shortest time. Packaging is the most powerful media to preserve the food. Without adding anything, just by packing, by selecting the right structure of the film, right equipment, we can preserve, we can increase the shelf life of the product by using all these things. The main aspect of modern retail and e-commerce is the fast delivery of the product. Now, when it comes to the modern retail, when customer is in any stores, he wants all the things should be purchased, should be happened as fast as possible. So the display value should be good so that customer can get. Is that when he is buying the product over any app from his mobile, he is actually expecting that that product should come out of the mobile. That much fast delivery is expected, but when it comes to the packaging equipment, how packaging equipment can help in fast delivery by making a fast changeover, by having a high-speed machines, we can help to deliver the product fast to the consumers. The product which is purchased online should have all the, it should be same in all aspects as anybody buys in a stores or in a retail shop. So in this, packaging equipment plays a vital role where the product is traveling a long distance and it should not be leaked or it should not be, that finish should not be tampered or the packet should not be teared. Some time back, I have bought some products from Patanjali website, online purchase, and I thought that I will get the same product. Only because the packaging was not right, the face pack what I have, or the face wash which I have brought, I found a face wash out of that bottle and spread all over. Whatever other things has been purchased, everything was get tampered. Now, what was the lacking in that? The face pack was packed well, it has capped well, but there is no sealing of that tick, which is we are ticking and taking the face pack. There is no sealing. It is just a lock. It just pressed. When it comes from long way from Haridwar to Pune, I don't know how it opens, but it opens and it tampered the whole package. So packing should be in such a way that after so much of handling in couriers or in whole transportation system, that packing should be in such a way that there should not be any chance that there will be any leakage or any tampering in the packet. In packaging machine, the most important part is the sealing. The sealing should be intact. My friend has told about the sealing pressure. Yes, sealing pressure as well as temperature, all these play a vital role in packaging machines. It is very important in any packaging equipment that the necessary things required for packaging is first is the sealing. And for sealing, there are three aspects are required, that is pressure, temperature and the contact time that we call the seal time. Unless and until we have perfect these things, temperature, pressure and seal time, we can't get the right packet or right sealing in the packet. If sealing is not perfect, there is no assurity that the products which is packed in it, it will not get in contact with the atmospheric conditions, or it will not get affected by the atmospheric moisture, and there is no assurity that the product will be same as it should be. So sealing plays a vital role. So it should be for safe packaging. Sealing is the most important part in the packaging machine. Now when we go with the very high speed machines, there should not be any compromise on these three things of the temperature, pressure and the contact time. Irrespective of the speed, whatever is the required temperature, pressure and the seal time, it should be remain same irrespective of the speed. Now for consumers, there should be a necessity of reclosable systems, because when it comes to the family pack, where customer has to consume a product several times, but after first consumption the product should be safe. So there should be reclosable systems like a Ziploc or a tin tie or a memory strip. There are several reclosable systems are available, and we are supplying our equipment with these reclosable systems. How our machines help in modern retail and e-commerce? The first important thing in modern retail and e-commerce is, as we see, is the fast delivery. Now, when like a brand like Haldiram producing many SKUs, there is a need of a fast changeover. It might be a changeover of the roll, it might be a changeover of the film, it might be a changeover of the pack size, it might be a changeover during cleaning, and it will be a changeover of the recipes. So when it comes to the roll changeover, when the first thing required is the how we can use the big diameter rolls, so that optimum size of the rolls will reduce the number of changeovers in a day. In current scenario, usually on packaging machines, the film rolls are used of 300 or 350 mm diameter, where it is easily possible that we can use 500 or 550 mm diameter on packaging machine. Just by making this much of change, we can reduce the number of roll changeovers by another 50%. So one changeover means there is a wastage of few packets, 4, 5, 6 packets. Again, it requires a time to make this changeover. So by just increasing the size of the roll, we can reduce the changeover. Another thing we can make in the packaging machines, that by providing the twin roll mounting system. When one roll is running continuously on the machine, we can, on another roll holding shaft, we can put another roll during the operation of the machine. So there will be no changeover time required, separate changeover time required for the roll changeover. This helps when machine comes to the very high speed operation. If we save 5 minutes or 7 minutes, it comes to the few hundred packets, or when it comes to the 10 minutes, it comes to the 1000 packets. So just by making this change, we can increase another 6000, 7000 packets in a day, which can help to make the fast delivery of the product for this, to help in modern retail and e-commerce. Another thing we can add in the packaging machine is a vacuum splicing table. By adding vacuum splicing table, when the roll gets finished, when machine stops due to roll finish, there should be a holding to the film of the ending film, and there should be a table where we can put another film and cut both the films together and tape it. In general scenario, roll changeover means a 15 minutes job, which is a big loss at the end of the day. First, by changing the roll on a single roll holding shaft, and second, when we are taping the films end to end with each other. So if that 15 minutes, if we can able to reduce in a 1 minute or 1.5 minute, that another 13 minutes or 13.5 minutes can be utilized for the production, which in a day it can give few thousands of more bags, which can be very helpful for the help to the modern retail and e-commerce for the fast delivery of the product. When it comes to the changeover of the SKU, where the pack size has to be changed, there is a major changeover is the former tube. Usually former tube changeover takes half hour with the roll changeover. Now, where's the brands like Haldiram or PepsiCo, where there is a huge production and there every minute counts, there we can't spend a huge time on the former changeover or roll changeover or any other changeover. That in that former tube changeover should be in just a minute. So it should be actually toolless first of all, and secondly it should be very easy. Third thing, the former tube should be lightweight as much as possible, that one person can handle that former tube and he can install and he can remove as well. So it helps in the production, which can ultimately help to the distribution. The most important part through automation is the recipe. When one machine is used for many products and many SKUs, there should be a recipe function in the machine, and through that recipe function, when there is a changeover, that changeover should happen without entering any parameters. Operator should not struggle through entering parameters and setting and to start the production. It should be easy through the automation, where we can have a recipe function on a touch panel and we can keep recipes ready in the touch panel, and just operator should pick the recipe and use. When it is a product changeover, the required thing is the cleaning. And in cleaning, the most important portion of the packaging machine is the forming tube. The first thing, forming tube should be the lightweight. Second thing, forming tube, wherever possible, it should be half cut. That means half of the diameter should be cut, so that operator can easily clean the tube from inside, and there will be no some spice contamination or some cross taste with the product. We have two machines which are really very helpful for the modern retail and the e-commerce, where the brands like Haldiram's or PepsiCo can use, and already Haldiram is using our machine, where it is supporting to the fast production and fast delivery. Our first one is the Conti bag, which is the specialist snacks bagger, and second one is our Cover Queen 150, which is used for all the products, for powders, snacks, granules, everything. In India, most of the packaging machines are manufactured are intermittent motion machines. Now, looking over the demands of the packaging, intermittent motion machines will not able to cater the demand. There are the limitations over the intermittent machines for the speed. Machines can't go beyond 100 packs per minute in intermittent motion. When it comes to the above 100 packs per minute, the machine should be, first of all, it should be continuous motion. Secondly, if we want a very high speed production, then that machine should be either a twin lane or a multi-track like that. So here we can get a huge output from the single machine. When it comes to the continuous motion machines, The advantages is the fast production. Second one is the consistency in the production. Consistency in terms of in the quality of packets get produced. So there is no variation in the gas flushing, or there is no variation in the seal quality. So continuous motion machine helps in all these aspects. When it comes to the high production, like yesterday I was with the managing director of Haldiram, Mr. Anand Agarwal, and they told me that our major production is of 20 gram and 40 gram of snacks. A huge production of those packets. And for those packets, they are looking for a very high speed machine which should pack 200 packs per minute or more than that. And there these machines serves them for this high speed output. Where machine produces 2 lanes at a time with 100 packs on each lane, with a very low space, very less power consumption, very less compressed air consumption, and with a doubled output. We are, for the reclosable systems, we are tied up with the one European manufacturers, Valteco from Czech Republic. When it comes to the Ziploc pouch, or when it comes to the teen tie or memory strip or a roll tie, wherever the reclosable system is required, we have the solution for in a vertical form fill seal machine. Young number of almost 91 types of bags we can produce through Valteco machines in different shapes, where there is a very great display value, reclosing systems, different type of reclosable systems like a cross tie, roll tie, zipper, resealable flaps, labels, memory strip, teen tie. In a small footprint, in a very small space with a vertical packaging machine, we can produce stand up with a zipper bag, which is most famous in our country, with very less changeover time, different style of stand-up bags, different style of zippers we can use, different style of other reclosable systems we can use, and also at a very high speed. Now, these reclosable bags, stand-up bags, where we have a great display value, really plays a very important role in modern retail and e-commerce. Because when bag stands in a shelf, one is pillow bag, where we are putting a bag one on one, and another thing is the bag which is on a shelf having a great display value, attracts more to the consumer. In all this modern retail and e-commerce, display value, as I told several times, display value is most important. Sometime back, when we did a big project with the famous spices company Everest, they have come up in a very big way, where very few, in whole India, 3 or 4 spices company are ruling the market. And in that, they told me that only on the basis of display value, their success of growth is behind the display value. So when it comes to the carton, when it comes to the strip, when the strips are hanged, they said that when the strips are hanged, it gives a free of cost display value without adding any valuation, any cost in the packet. But when it comes to the consumer pack, it requires a shelf value. That means that product should be attractive on the shelf. So it should stand on the shelf. So it should have either a flat bottom, or it should have a gazette where packet can stand on the shelf. Thank you so much. And this is really a nice session for me, where I learned a lot from my automation partner Rockewell and Dr.Tyagi through their success stories, and having a nice audience. Thank you, Mr. Dev. Thank you.